Hey there, welcome back YouTube, welcome back Jade community, my crypto friends and DeFi degens. How are you guys doing? Well, I hope you guys are doing alright because I have some great, awesome and amazing news for you. It's all regarding the Jade protocol, of course. What else? But if you want to know more, I suggest you grab a pack of popcorn, sit back, because I think this is going to be a big one. And yes, that is what she said. Now, big changes, long expected changes, but what are they? First things first, you see the the user interface of the homepage for Jade Protocol has completely changed. The video is gone. The text is completely new. Jade's warpath to a 1,000 price floor. Now, what the fuck is a price floor? You're gonna have to stay tuned in order to find out. Jade Protocol is a decentralized VC fund. So they finally made the transition to full VC fund. Not a Rebase token, not a self-serving yield farm, not a high APY degen attracting project. No, a real utility-based treasury that will create income. Now, of course, there's a whole lot of stuff to talk about. There are three things that draw your attention. Number one, the Jade price. Yes, it is much higher. 420? No, it is at $60. And as you can see, just blasting through all the resistance lines, taking support where it needs to. This is a very, very happy chart. Well, you know, when your tail is up, pointing straight north, you are happy per definition. Now, what made everybody happy, you wonder, because the Medium post has been released a little bit after this crazy breakthrough, because I have been watching this entire breakthrough last night, and that was full-on FUD campaign. So what changed? Number one, we have a very strong user base. And this was the point from the beginning. A lot of people had to really power through that FUD, but we were warned. This is not just a profit opportunity. This is a selection. If you want to be on board, put your money on the table. Don't pull out. Show us you have the balls. And, you know, they did it through a series of failed projects, basically projects that had no chance of surviving. Jesus, retarded percentage self-serving yield farms. What the hell? This is not Congo or something, or some other banana republic, because that's what we were doing back then. Rebase tokens, rebase protocols like Ohm and shit. A lot of people did not understand how these work. Between you and me, the Jade community has understood now how they work. And if you were in this project from the beginning, you would have learned like a lifetime worth of DeFi information in those short few months. So even money spent well, hey, let's see what your money invested will bring to the table. So, here we have a beast, massive beast of a Medium post. So I'm going to try and break it down in portions that make it easier to understand. First thing that we all want to know is the utility of the token, right? Now, The real utility for this token, for this project, has been discussed since the beginning, but people just fail to believe or understand the implications. So we are actually moving over to a decentralized VC fund. So this fund is going to help generate capital that will actually back and really back the price for the Jade token. So the price will actually be backed by real stable coins, not like other ohm forks where it will only be backed if and when the price drops to $1. So just imagine time sitting at 3,842, making a very nice breakout, by the way. Still has a long way down to $1, right? Now, back to our warpath to $1,000 backing price floor. And this is actually a very conservative price. You will see how I come to this. So in here, Case Allen says, early stage investor. Chris Saka's lowercase capital fund is at 213x over about 3.5 years. So in 3.5 years, they made 213 times their investment. So just let that sink in. This is actually what most VC funds are looking for. So the success of a VC fund is measured over extended time horizons, not short time. 3.5 years is actually short. Most funds track success over a decade. Being part of Jade's decentralized VC fund means making a bet for a long-term play. All right, so now Jade has a 70 million plus treasury as a starting capital for the VC fund. As strategic bets are placed and come into fruition, the treasury could easily 100x, which in turn would increase the price floor of Jade by orders of magnitudes. Okay, so this is very interesting. But what is the 1000x opportunity? Because we want numbers, right? We're crypto degens. Every VC fund has a small team of experts that are on the hunt for unicorns, those mythical creatures. A unicorn is an investment that has the potential to see a massive multiple return. Okay, so I'm not gonna read all this. You understand, like, they are rare. Okay, now how are they going to do this? What are they gonna do? They're gonna be scouting all over. They're gonna be filtering. So yeah, this is what they do. They crowdsource the hunting and then filter for unicorn investments. What we are gonna do is introduce the Alpha Army. And this is where you guys come into play. You guys are the Alpha Army. There is a bounty, $100,000 for community member that finds, researches, and presents an opportunity to Jade that results in a treasury investment. So guys, if you know of big time investments, like really serious startup shit, then you can submit your proposals here. They will be curated by the experts from the team itself, and then all the proposals that pass that curation, they will come into a proposal, I don't know, let's see where they're going to put it. They're going to put it somewhere, and we will be able to vote on them as a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO. So this is awesome. This is really, really good news. So what's important, if you want startup projects to approach you, is that you have two things. Money is very, very important, and every VC fund is able to provide this. What they don't have is a user base. And this is something that we have by the masses. So the Jade community owns $70 million for starters, plus 150,000 members. Real Diamond Handers, guys. Remember the wallets that never sold? Those are the ones. So, because of the above, our treasury will get preferential economics, allocations from projects that we invest in. Why? Because the potential for a project to 100 or 1000x is significantly higher once it's exposed to our massive community that will act as evangelists. So not only do they have the community of Diamond Handers that is going to stronghold their positions, they will also have 150,000 verified real users that will go on social media and spread the word. So, you know, this is a whole startup package deal that projects can get when they approach the Jade protocol team. So this is awesome. You know, guys, if you don't get chills just from thinking about it, you know, I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid you're drinking, but this is awesome. As a result of investments mooning, Jade's backed price can increase exponentially due to the rising floor. Now, we've been using the word rising floor over and over again. I think now it's time we dive deeper into that part. So here we go. The rising floor explained. The medium says first we need to understand the difference between a backing and a floor price. So I think most people who are watching my video already know these things because, you know, I'm doing this for entertainment, wrapping up the TLDR and a little bit of fun. If you don't understand this, I urge you to, you know, just Google it. Google is your friend. But here, they said backing doesn't mean anything. Just like the ohm forks, you know, the price fell through the backing price and what happened? Nothing. So, what we are doing, we will have two separate treasuries, an investment treasury and a backing treasury. Remember, guys, on the user interface when I showed you here the backing treasury and the investment treasury? That's where it comes from. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have two prices. You could also see this on the UI, right? There's the fair market value and there's the floor price. So the floor price will be calculated by dividing the backing treasury by the total supply of Jade. So, making a quick mental calculation, I think this should be it. Dividing the backing treasury by the circulating supply. Okay, good. Now that we have this, you have to understand what happens when price would fall below the floor price. So in this example, the treasury has 20 million. The tokens are 1 million. So the backing price would be $20. The algorithmic buy bot, special bot, absorbs all cells below $20 and then burns all those tokens. So this is going to create a net zero operation. Tokens are just going to disappear together with the money from the treasury, keeping the floor price at the same level. So you have to understand that this is the only way for the protocol to allow money to get siphoned out of the backing treasury. On the other hand, there are many different ways to add money to the treasury. This is why they call this the rising floor. Rising sun. Magical. Okay, so the floor price of Jade can only go up for 3 reasons. Like I said, money can only be added to the backing treasury, can only be removed in the event of a buyback. Whatever the buy bot is doing results in a zero net equation, not influencing anything from the backing treasury, and the backing treasury will only hold stable coins. So no impermanent loss, nothing, just stable treasury. So because of these 3 rules, the rising floor price can only go one direction over time, and that is up. Now, where does the fair market value come from, you ask? Well, the fair market value is being calculated by dividing the total treasury value, not just the backing treasury value, divided by the unstaked circulating supply. Now, I'm not really sure where I can find this on the user interface. Maybe we can see, no, there's no way to see how much Jade is staked. Now that's actually sad. Oh, but we can see the percentage amount though. This is the fair market value. So the fair market value is always going to be multiple times higher than the floor price, because it's not just the backing treasury value that they use, and it's not the whole supply of circulating Jade. It's only the unstaked circulating supply. Now you ask, why the unstaked circulating supply? That is because this is the liquid amount of Jade in the open market that will be sold and bought and is moving the price. All the Jade that actually is staked doesn't do anything. It's removed from the circulation. Now, one last thing. So bonding, yeah, bonding is still a thing, but bonding as cheap as we have been doing in the past 2 days is not gonna be happening anymore. Why? Because bonding is not possible below the floor price. Imagine when you would be selling bonds lower than the floor price, then you would only incentivize people to sell at the floor price because they're making a real profit. So this is not going to happen. They're going to add some sort of game mechanics and stuff. The bonding will be enabled for a unspecific short period of time. You will be able to bond at this period, and if you really want to know when this period is going to happen, you're going to have your Twitter notifications enabled and, you know, just play the game and be on the lookout, I guess. Now, lastly, a teaser of what's been happening behind the scenes, because a lot of people think that when the devs are not in the Discord, that they're actually not working. And actually, you know, you have to see it the other way around. When the devs are in the Discord, they're not working. Then they're entertaining you. And are you paying all this money to have a bunch of actors in the Discord, or do you want to have stuff happening behind the scenes? So, what's been happening? They received over 300 applications from projects that want Jade to invest in them. So they haven't even opened the official applications. They hadn't even launched this whole change just yet, and already they've had 300 applications. Those will be reviewed by the in-house team, expert analysts, and yada yada yada. So last week, they also onboarded a genius level DeFi expert and one of the most profitable yield farmers in the world. And yes, it is an occupation now. The hiring spree is in full effect. They've expanded the Web3 developer team and are placing a few more as we speak. So yeah, a lot of things is going to happen. Strap on, folks, because 2022 is going to go down as the year Jade changed the game. Now, guys, I know this was a big one. I warned you from the beginning, but I hope it was worth it. We've been waiting for so long, and price action wise, it feels good. It feels good to see a little bit of a rebound. No more dilution in coins, guys. No more rebases. Now is just profit from utility. This is what you guys have been asking for. So, make your wishes. Let's make 2022 awesome. I wish you guys a very, very happy new year. Be profitable. May all your investments shine and multiply. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.